Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. I know I'm kind of late with the video this week. I've been running hard. I'm up here in Illinois at Koch Foods, picking up a chicken load, running back down to North Carolina. I got to go down to Concord, North Carolina. But anyway, I'm not going to make this too long because I've already been in the door. So before they call me, I just wanted to come do something motivational this morning real quick with y'all. And what's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Alright, I'm going to need y'all to start doing something for yourselves. Right? Y'all can hear me? So, when you want to work towards something that you want, right? Yo, so what up? Alright, when you want to work towards something that you want in life, you got to do certain things to keep on track with what it is that you want to accomplish. So, yesterday I was sitting at my delivery and I wrote down a few things I wanted to get accomplished. Like, I wrote down, like, I had to get in contact with OIDA because I had to send them 2 numbers I needed to get to them. And I had to, I also put down that I was going to clean my truck. I still got to renew my OIDA membership, so I got that written down. So the purpose of writing the goals down, like, I was like, I'm going to clean my truck. So last night, I got up on the top bunk, threw some box out, and just got rid of some stuff out of the truck, lightened the truck up, wiped the truck down, cleaned up there and stuff like that, because, you know, from the AC blowing and then, you know, the little dust that come up through the window vent at the top when you have it open. So then, so I got that accomplished. So I got to check that off. That's done. Then I had to find some tax paperwork I needed. So I went in the drawers and I was looking at old paperwork. I was like, I don't need this. So I started cleaning up paperwork. So the tax paperwork I was looking for, I found. And so that's done. I'm looking to move my LLC from out of New York State. And I already started doing the homework. So I got to finish that. I'm going to probably finish that up later today, but I have it written down. Morning, everybody, morning. So I still got to update my email account for GoDaddy.com. So yesterday, the majority of the time I drove, and then when I got to the yard, I started cleaning the truck. So that killed the majority of my day yesterday. Threw out a lot of stuff, cleaned up under the bed. I had a lot of cleaning supplies that I used to use on rims and stuff. I ain't really keep. It's been old. So I was like, I got rid of it, cleaned up under the bed and stuff like that. Just straightening up the truck and wiping it down inside and stuff. So when you want to get things done, you got to get you a notebook. So here's my new notebook, as you can see. It's brand new. Nothing's written in it yet. So I got pictures in my phone of things that I want, but I need to start really getting it in my new book. And like I said, you see I dated it 2020. And I got a composition notebook instead of a spiral notebook because, after a while, your spiral notebook, it starts tearing and stuff. And I ain't want to do all that. So, morning, y'all. So, with me having a composition notebook to write my goals down, I know I don't have to worry about the pages coming out. And every morning I'm going to get up, I'm going to start reading over my list of goals. And when them days come when you might just have a frustrating day, or you have an aggravating morning or an aggravating evening, go back in your book, read your book of the things that you want. So when you working towards the goal that you're trying to accomplish, and you just in your head and you trying to be like, yo, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? Well, you can't worry about when it's going to happen. What you got to do is you got to constantly keep your mind on what it is that you want to accomplish, which is how you attract what it is that you want, by always thinking about it. Because if you read it every day, think about it like when we was in school and they had us studying our timetables. Why did they have us write it 10 times each? That's so it can always be in our mind, and then when someone asks you a particular timetable, your mind is quick to recall the information. So as you driving and you thinking down the road, think of something you got right now that you was thinking about before you got it. You might have a pair of sneakers you just bought. Remember when you saw those sneakers and you was like, yo, when I get paid, I'm gonna go get those. And what happened? You went and got those. Or you might have said, yo, I want to go get me a new PlayStation. Or I might want to go get me the new Xbox. Remember, you thought about it first. You're like, yo, I want this. And you thought about it. You put the work in. You went to work, you did the overtime, whatever it is that you currently have right now. At first, you thought about having it. So, you just got to keep that list of things that you want. Like, let me show you my screenshot. So, don't try to keep all your goals up here, because we have like 60,000 thoughts a day. And you can't keep up with every thought. And sometimes, I'm driving. So sometimes just driving, your mind just might space out. You might just be caught in the scenery, enjoying the scenery, or you might just be thinking of something that you shouldn't even have your focus on. So, good morning, yo. So now, I have two phones. Hold up, this book is falling. So, as I'm driving, I got a window mount for my Apple phone. And my Apple phone screen is always on. And it's for a reason, because as I'm driving, this is what I see on my Apple phone. Hold up. You see what I'm saying? This is a screenshot that I took off of social media. I saw that, and I was like, man, I would like to have that amount of money invested in my investment apps. And I have 4 investment apps that I'm investing through, because each platform, some stock you might not get in the first one, then my second one might have it. So I got different investment apps. Who's calling me from Alabama? This might be the broker. Hold on. Hello? I'm all right. Yeah. They still loading my trailer. I don't know. I saw the guys that deal with the ammonia, I guess, with the refrigeration. So I think it was seeping in the building. I'm not too sure, but they made all of us get out of our truck and people leave out the building. All right. You're welcome. Yeah, that was a broken. Sorry about that, y'all. So, where was I? So, like I was saying, like, this screenshot I took from social media because I would like to have this amount of money invested in my investment apps. So now, I was sitting here and I was just on YouTube and I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me inspire my people. Like, yo, just grab you a composition notebook. Said, my goals, brand new book. I haven't even started writing in this book. Brand new, I like the color, it grabbed my attention. You know, keep it with me by my pillow. So once I start writing in it, I want to be able to get up in the morning and I want to be able to read what it is that I'm aiming for. Keep your eye on the target. Keep your eye on your target, which is your goals, which is your dreams, which is what's going to inspire you and give you the push when the rainy days come, when you're dealing with frustration, or you're wondering when your goal is going to arrive. Don't worry about when it's going to arrive. Focus on the goal at hand, knowing that, okay, I got it written down. I'm reading it every day. So if you want to raise your credit score, and that's a goal, you write it down. I'm going to raise my credit score. I'm going to raise my credit score to 743, 750, 800. You know, I'm going to get my credit together. I'm going to save more money. I want to save $5,000 this year. I'm going to cut down on how much money I spend on stuff that don't bring me back no value. I'm going to cut down on my overhead expenses. I'm gonna cut down on having XM radio and Netflix and things that pluck my money. I'm gonna start learning more. I'm gonna start reading more. So you gotta have these goals written down because at times, you know, things can happen in life that can throw you off. And when them hard days come, your notebook is gonna be the reason why you're gonna continue to keep pushing. So as you accomplish your goals and you keep accomplishing goals, you go in your notebook and you put complete and let that start building your momentum even more. Build your momentum. This will help you build your momentum because as you start going in there and you start looking next to it, complete, and that's just gonna inspire you. Like, yo, I already got the first 10 things done on my notebook. Even if it's the smallest things. Even if it's something where, all right, I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to say, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to see another great day, another day. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to fulfill my goals, fulfill my dreams, whatever it is that you want to be grateful for. You know, you gotta wake up and have something to be grateful for. Yeah, you might not have everything that you want right now, and you might not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. You might be in the middle of your stride. You might be like, yeah, you might just got that nice flow going. You might be right in the middle from the start to the finish, and you might be right in the middle of your process, and it might just be getting a little bit harder. You know, it's like trying to run in sand with sneakers. You know, you're trying to run full speed in the sand, but your feet keep. But stay the course. And how you stay the course is by you writing your goals down. Read it 2 times, 3 times a day if you can. Read it before you go to sleep. Read it when you wake up. Read it when you take your 30-minute break if you had a regular 9 to 5. You know, read it. Go over it. Just like I said, it's just like when we all was in school. Why did they have us study our multiplication and write it out 10 times each? Or spelling words, write each word 10 times each. And so we can embed it in our subconscious. Because once it's embedded, as soon as we think of it, we can recall that particular content. Like, prime example, 2 times 2 is what? Exactly. You see how fast your mind can recall the information. What is it that you want to accomplish? What's the first thing you want to accomplish this year? From right now, okay, we in the new month. It's August. What goals you got set for August? Don't, it starts small, all right? What we gonna get? What's the little things we gonna do today? Maybe your room is messy. Maybe your truck was messy. Maybe you're like, you know what? I got a lot of paper sitting over here on my desk. I gotta get that organized. I wanna get that cleaned up. I'm tired of it looking like that. Maybe you wanna wipe the dining room table down. You gotta wipe the dining room table down. Set little goals. Don't try to jump and aim for the big stuff first. Build that momentum up. So what is it that you're saving for? Yes, don't worry about it starting small. Set your bank account where the money automatically transfers to keep it out of don't watch the numbers, because it'll drive you crazy. Like, I remember when I first started investing, I only had $5 in there. Now, I sit there and I go in there and I'm looking and I'm like, yo, I can't even believe I'm at this point. I remember when I first started, I only had $5. In the last 2 days, I found 2 cents on the ground. One, I was coming out of a shipper. I saw a penny on the floor, so I picked it up. Then, where was the other penny? Then I was at a truck stop, and I was going to the building, and I looked down, and guess what? I found another penny. So I got 2 cents. So as y'all know, I got a Pringle can in my cabinet where, like, each week I get paid, I might take $20 out, use it, and take the change and dump it in the can. What's your financial goals? Everything starts little. Yeah, you might not be able to do the whole $150 to a savings account. But put $25 up this week, and then $25 next week. And then in the next 4 weeks, you got $100. And that's $100 that you didn't have yesterday. That's $100 you didn't have the week before that. So, get your notebook. It could be this size, or where's my other notebook? Or get your small one. Get you a small one. On the front page, you can write daily things, and then on the back page, you can write the goals down. I keep dropping my notebook. You can write your goals on the back pages. The front pages is used like if you think of an idea throughout the day. So I always keep a notebook next to my driver's seat, because sometimes something might pop up in my mind while I'm driving, so I lean over, grab my book real quick, and scribble, because I know what it is later on. So I always keep a notebook around, because sometimes that's when you get your best thinking. Or if you on public transportation and you're sitting and you're thinking, you go in your phone. Have something where you can jot notes down. If you ain't around, if you ain't got your composition notebook with you, because you don't want to carry it and lose it and wait till you get to the house, then find maybe an app or something you can just write the next goal down in your phone when you get home. Then grab your notebook and add it in. And this notebook is going to continue to grow like it. There's tons of pages in here. Design your life. This book is going to be the reason your life going to turn out the way you want it. But if you keep it up here in your mental, you're going to be like, oh man, I forgot to do that. But if you got daily tasks, things to do this week, things I want to do on my day off, when I shut down, I got to finish doing my research about moving my LLC, getting me an attorney, so Just write these things down. It definitely helps. It definitely helps. And I think, you know, I'm going to see how that is. Because, you know, and then it eases your mind, because then you ain't sitting there and then you got all these thousands and thousands of thoughts. You know, write it out. Write it out. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I already wrote that out. Now I'm just reading it. I want to accomplish this. My goal is to accomplish one of my investment apps is to get one of my investment apps to $10,000. Then I want to start building my second investment app to hit $5,000 or $2,000. $5,000, then $8,000, you know. So write it out. Write it out. You know, maybe it's a certain skill you want to learn how to develop. Say, all right, I'm going to watch hours. I'm going to watch tutorials on this particular topic on YouTube. I want to become better with managing my money. I want to learn more about how to budget my money. So writing that down and make it, all right, I'm going to watch tutorials on YouTube about how to budget my money. How can I get better with managing my money? So write it down, because then you're responsible for the outcome of your goal, because you don't wrote it down. It's no longer up here, it's here in front of you. Like, oh man, I got to get this done, and it's going to nag you. Appreciate the like. Everybody, it's 32 people in here. Hit that like button for me, man. We got to get this video out. We got to help people to be inspired. We got to motivate people to step it up. We got to step it up. You know, we all can do better. So we gotta continue to keep reaching and climbing. Don't be in competition with nobody. You know, I'm not in competition with anybody. You know, my goal is, here you go, my goal is to inspire y'all to be better for yourselves. You know, you might not, everybody's work ethic is different. But maybe you can take something from my work ethic and the things that I do, incorporate it in your way of doing things, and then you got a new way of doing things, which actually brings you a better result. So that's why I do these videos, and it's important. You know, maybe you want to cut down on smoking cigarettes. Write it down. That's a goal. You know, yes, it's a habit, but hey, every day be like, you know what? I'm going to hold off on that afternoon cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes, so I wouldn't know. You know, maybe you want to cut back on, you know, drinking. You know, like, you know what? Last weekend I went out, you know, I was at the house, I was drinking, I was chilling. You know what? This weekend, I'm going to chill on the drink. I'll skip a one. And maybe you pick up, you know what, this weekend I'm going to drink a lot more water Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe drink a juice on Monday. There's so many things that you know you can do to improve yourself, to make yourself better. Don't worry about what other people think about what it is that you're trying to accomplish. This is my personal book. When I start writing in it, it ain't for nobody else to see. It ain't for everybody else to know what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. Even your family, keep your goals to yourself. Certain people you just can't tell your goals to, because they're kind of trying to like, yeah, that sounds good, but I think you should do this. But follow your heart. Follow what gives you that motivation, that inspiration to get up and want to go for it. So stay focused. You know, like I tell y'all, get pictures. Like I said, I got this picture. Hold on. I got this picture of the money. I got the picture of the money from social media. Because I want to have, what is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 in this picture, 60,000 in this picture, and I want to be able to have 3 of my investment accounts have 10,000 each. Then the other 2,000, well, the other 10,000 sit in my savings account, high yield savings account. So you got to know what it is that you're working. Oh, the goals wasn't even. I'm sorry, y'all. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Everybody was chiming in, but the chops wasn't moving up. But yo, SoCal, what's up, brother? Generate, what's going on? My niece in the building. And what I was talking about was get you a notebook. Like I said, I wrote down my goals. I picked this book because just the way the color looked, it grabbed my attention. It makes me look at the book with that red and black, like it's attractive. And this is my new book. You know, no goals written in it yet, but write your goals out. You know, if you got particular goals that you wanted, you know, like, all right, my niece does podcasts, right? So the other day, I spoke to her on the weekend, and she woke up, and she was just saying to herself, like, man, I need a laptop, I need a camera. So, Cal, you know, that's my brother-in-law calling me. Let me tell him to call him back. So, my niece is sitting there saying to herself, man, I gotta get a laptop, I need a camera, I need a mic. You know, how I'm gonna get this stuff? And she didn't know how she was gonna get it, right? But then I shut down on Saturday, but something in my spirit was like, yo, tap in with your niece. So I hit my niece on Instant Messenger, and I'm like, hey, what's the link to your podcast? And then she got this podcast called Teamwork. So I'm listening to it. I was done for the day, and she was saying the things that she needed. And I don't know, I didn't know why I reached out. Because it wasn't nothing I saw on social media. I just had this gut feeling. But that was just the universe telling me, hey, tap in with your niece. So I tap in with her. I speak to her. I'm like, and then I listen to the podcast, but what's the, all right, for us, for me, I know it wasn't no coincidence because everything in this world is energy. So when I listen to the podcast is called Teamwork. And in the podcast, she's talking about, you know, any help with, you know, I'm trying to get my stuff up and going. So I'm like, all right, I hit her back like, yo, what's your number? And I'm like, okay, you know what? What you need? And she like, I need a new laptop. I'm working from my phone. My you know, my tablet is starting. She was doing everything on her phone. Working on her website, doing her podcast, writing her book, you know, so I'm like, all right, do me a favor. I said, someone help me out to accomplish my goal, which was my sister Priscilla. So I said, you know what? I'm in position to help my niece. So I said, go on Amazon, find the laptop, the things that you need, send me the link. And when I get up, I'll look at it. So Sunday morning come, I wake up, I got the instant message. And had her, the things that she was talking about to herself, not knowing how she was going to get it. Now, Tuesday came, ding dong, who is it? It's Amazon. What shows up? The laptop, because I ordered it for her. Then, 20 minutes later, in the car, it's Amazon with her GoPro and her mic for her podcast show. So, now, she had the vision. She like, yo, I want me a new laptop. I want this. I want that. She didn't know how it was going to come. And then the universe made a way. Why? Because she asked, how can I get a new truck? Or how can I get a laptop? How can I get this? And the universe is going to move things. Don't worry about how. Just ask you, how can I be able to get this? I need to get this. I need this, to help me be able to get to the next level of my business or my passion or my goal. And now she has all that. I listened to the podcast. She used the new mic on, and she's going to do big things. And I told my niece, I said, look, your uncle got you. I said, but one thing I need, I don't want no money back. I said, if you want to pay me back, the one way you can pay me back is go be mad successful. Make the best podcast in the world. Speak that success over your business, over your podcast show, over your YouTube channel, over your trucking business, over your relationship, over your bills. If you always saying, yo, I got so much debt, you're gonna keep that debt because you're giving it energy. Write the goal down. I want to be debt free by 2021. So, yo, SoCal, I appreciate you. So now, my niece said, she's like, yo, I'm so excited. She got the laptop and the camera stuff in the morning. She was up to like 2 in the morning. She was so excited she forgot to eat. And when she said that, I started laughing because I remember I was listening to I forgot what it was. It was one time Beyonce was rehearsing so much she went 2 days or a day without eating because she was so locked into what it is that she's trying to accomplish. Look at what I accomplishing. I said, yo, I want to run for a whole year straight. And this was years ago. When I got in the truck, I'm like, yo, I could do a whole year. Guess what? I'm 9 months in to accomplishing that goal. I've been on the road 9 months straight. I have not been back to the city in 9 months. And most likely, I'm not going to go back to New York City until November when it's Thanksgiving. But I already envision me accomplishing this goal. But it's also going to help with me writing it down even more. But I love this because there's goals behind me running this way. So I've been out from Thanksgiving last year. I've been running. And, not everybody's going to run like that. But my goals and my vision and how big my goals is give me that push. Because that's just the way I want to grind. This is my second passion. Now I'm doing my music, which is my first passion. Now I got another goal. I'm trying to get the money up so I can go ahead and get my MacBook. So I can go ahead and get the microphone. I already did the homework. I know what I want in the MacBook. I already know the microphone I want. I already know the audio interface I want. So I can start recording in my truck. And why not have passion number 1, passion number 2 all together? So now I got my truck paid. I have my studio equipment. I can get back to making beats on my music channel on YouTube. And I'm trucking. And when I don't want to do music, I want to chill, I got my PlayStation and I got my John Madden. I'm living my best life. I'm not stressed. And like I said, I have 4 investment apps. I got investment going on. I got real estate I'm invested in. I got books in the back. I'm listening to audio books. And like I said, I got this picture off the internet. So I drive and I keep my screen on. So as I'm driving, I can constantly keep that visual in my mind. Yes, this is 10,000. But I want to have that type of money, but I want to have it sitting and working for me in my investment apps. So while I'm sitting in the door right now, but guess what? My money's working. Someone is buying the Pepsi right now. Someone buying Gatorade. Someone buying water. You know, I'm invested in different companies. Someone is renting office space. I got to get in contact with Regis because I'm getting ready to get me an office. So, that's really good goal with your own authority, but I wouldn't dare even try it as a company driver. Keep grinding, brother. So, okay, that's a really good goal with your own authority, but I wouldn't even dare to even try it as a company driver. Well, I mean, you know what? If a person want to get their own authority, and that's their goal, to get away from being a company driver, then write the goal down. Write the goal down. You know, but understand that it's going to come with those trials and tribulations. You know, that you got that fork in the road, and you're like, okay, I got a big mountain over here that's going to slow me down, or I'm going to go left and it's tons of potholes and all kind of things in the road, debris. But writing your goals down help you navigate and stay the course when things get crazy in front of you in the three-dimensional world, which is the reality that you see. Because a lot of people allow what they see in reality affect what it is that their mind is thinking of. You know, so I always said to myself, I wanted to be an owner operator. I want my own, you know, I want my own trailer. And I'm working on it. And it might not show up when others expect it. And that's another thing. Understand, your timeline is different from my timeline. Your timeline is different from your homeboy's timeline or your homegirl timeline. Everybody's arrival time is different. That's like you got a flight at 11 going to Salt Lake. My flight is at 1 o'clock going to Salt Lake, and someone got a flight at 3 going to Salt Lake. We all arriving at the destination, but all at different times. Nah, I don't smoke cigarettes. It's bad for your health. I said it's bad for your health.
I know that, but I'm stressing right now.
You stressing?
I'm stressing big time.
You gotta get out here. You gotta walk around, man. You gotta get the blood circulating.
Hey, shit, that's already happening to me.
I hear you.
Yo, it's non-stop, dog.
I hear you.
Hey, it's cool. I like it, though. At least getting there better sleep.
Yeah.
There's too much shit going on right now, man.
I know.
The Bible? You a Bible man?
Not too much.
Well, not too much here, too much. I know the points right there, what we going through. And a lot of people don't catch up.
Yeah.
They don't get left out.
Yeah.
I don't want to get left out.
I'm actually doing a YouTube live, and I was talking about goals. Just get a notebook and write down what it is that you want.
I'm trying to work on getting my CDL.
Come on, get it.
Me and my wife want to do this. Hit the road. There's still money in that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy your day.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. But look, just that simple. Guy came out to ask me, did I have a cigarette? I'm like, yo, I don't smoke. Y'all heard the conversation, but you know, yeah, I appreciate the super chat. So, you know, he's stressing, and that's why he's stressing from what's going on inside the facility. I'm like, bro, get out here, walk around, let that blood circulate, get some air in your system. You know what I mean? But he said he's studying to get his CDL because this is what him and his wife want to do. And like I said, energy, everything in this world is energy. We all connected energy. You know, and like he was stressing, you know, now I just gave him a different dose of energy. So now he like, yo, you know, peace, man, you know, it's crazy out here. He appreciate working here because he know what's going on in the street. Like I just saw yesterday, they killed the rapper up here in Chicago in broad daylight. You know what I mean? So I was just watching it and I'm like, man, like, yo, we got to do better, you know? And so, write your goals down. Don't let nobody discourage you. It's going to be people who's going to do it. It could be family that does it. It could be best friends. It could be girlfriends. It could be boyfriends that might say something that discourages you. But stay on target. You know, you got to be like a sniper on the top of the mountain waiting for that goal to come right into that. Boop. Pop it. Because that's what you got. You got to stay disciplined. You got to stay consistent. You got to have that positive mindset. So, you know, you definitely got to stay focused. And I think writing your goals down is a great way of doing it. And like I was saying before he came to the truck, I just got a green light, so I'm getting ready to wrap this up. But where I was at? I lost my train of thought. But anyway, it'll come back to me. But just stay on course, man. Get your notebook, write your goals down. No matter, yeah, it might be silly to some people, but you know what? It's real powerful when you start writing and you start reading it and you start putting accomplish, and then you start seeing that momentum. You're like, oh, yo, I got 8 things done. Then 8 things become 16 things accomplished. Then you be on the back page getting it accomplished. So, yo, it helps, you know. So speak that success over your life. You are successful, and that's what you got to tell yourself. Even write that down. I want to tell myself 3-4 times a day, I'm successful, I'm blessed, I'm grateful, I'm happy. Those is goals. Just to tell you, just to be able to sit and say, yo, I'm happy. Even though you might have a little chaotic situation, chaotic energy in your life going on, rewrite the energy. SoCal, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. SoCal said I could get a blue and black notebook. Yeah. So, yes, you can get a blue and black notebook. You can get a green and black notebook. You can get a black and white notebook. You know, here you go, SoCal. There you go. Little blue, little big book. Right there. Just for my boy SoCal. Because, you know, SoCal, that's his favorite color. Blue. You know. So, look, SoCal, look. Look. There you go. Right? There you go. And, so basically, I think that's this morning's motivation.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I sure can.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Let me move up. But I'm going to wrap this up because it's time for me to pull up out of the door. Y'all stay safe. Thank you for chiming in. And I'll touch base with y'all later. Peace.